Okay, we're about to go live now, so just hang tight. Okay, we're about to go live now, so just hang tight. Okay, we're about to go live now, so just hang tight. Okay, we're about to go live now, so just hang tight. Okay, we're about to go live now, so just hang tight. Okay. We are starting the Side Hustle Stories Tuesday evening. And this is Bez Renhefo, Side Hustle Stories host. Welcome to tonight's show. We got started a few minutes later, but we have a few technical difficulties we had to take care of. Anyhow, thank you for tuning into the show, and we got a treat for you tonight, and I'm pretty excited about the story that we have, and so we're gonna go ahead and stay tuned. Just to let you know, tonight we are streaming from three platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and also Yahoo. So I'm hoping that I got enough internet connection to pull that off. Anyhow, so thank you for showing up to the show, and we're just gonna dive right in. I did want to just follow up real quick with the community. I asked you guys to give somebody a wink throughout the week. Remember, there's three people that you need to contact who are entrepreneurs, who are starting their side hustle, or maybe you're an educator and you come across a kid that needs that wink. So you know what I'm talking about, you teachers. So go out there and make the day of some kid. Um, all right, so tonight's story is going to be talking about a kid named Caleb Maddox. Now, I don't know if you know this kid or have heard about him, but at the age of 14, he started his own business, and he started becoming a motivational speaker, and and quite the character, And Inc. Interviewed him in Huffington Post and a few of the major news articles, magazines. They interviewed him, and he had an amazing story. But I want to go a backstory a little bit about him. He was telling one of the interviewers that what happened is that he went to his dad wanting an allowance, and I don't think his dad really, was too excited about that. If it was me, I would have told my kids, well, allowance. We allow you to live. So, anyways, the dad, I don't know exactly what he said, but he told him that he doing the normal chores in the house, taking out the trash, cleaning up his room, and doing chores around the house were things that he expected Caleb to do, and that he didn't feel that he needed to pay Caleb for him. But his dad, was in the industry as a motivational speaker and did say, "Hey, I'll tell you what. For every business, self-help, success type of book that you read and you do a book report on, I will I will pay you $20. So he that's what he did. He read a lot of books, like all the ones that you probably remember, like the Magic of Thinking Big, The Richest Man in the World, and some of the old classics that have been around for years. And we can name them and go on and on. So he started obtain a large a lot of knowledge. So what he ended up doing was his first company at the age of 14 was a company that he it was called Kids with a Mission. And what he did is he went on more than 50 mission trips, and what his goal was to bring kids together and help the homeless, help children with cancer, and children that were in fatherless families. And that is what what was his first business, and that was at 14 years old. And then he went and wrote a book that some of you may have seen. Is called Kids for Success 2.0. He wrote that book, and so they started calling him and interviewing him. And so I'm gonna read a little bit of some of the interviews, some of the transcript, which was very amazing. One of the magazines, they did a little Q&A with him, and he basically said, why did, the interviewer, Nick Morgan, asked him, hey, why did you decide to become an entrepreneur? And, Caleb said, hey, I've always known since I was really young, I always knew that I never really wanted to work for someone else. I wanted to start my own business, and it's who I am as a person. And so they asked him what gave the courage to do what most 14-year-olds don't have the courage to do, like start your own business and become a public figure. And so his response to that was, so I live my life by a quote, and it's goes like this. He says, the gun that kills the most people is the gunna. Okay. And he said, I meet too many people, especially kids, who are like, I'll get out of college and focus on my future, or I'm gonna write a book, or I'm gonna start a business, and all of a sudden they're 40 years old, unhappy with their life, all because it was just gonna work out. They thought it was just gonna work out, and they end up killing their dreams. So he said that he got down, sat down one day and said, hey, wait, I want to write a book. Why can't I do it now? Because his first goal was to write a book at the age of 20. But then he decided, hey, why not now? I want to start a business. And he wanted to post stuff on social media. He wanted to speak. And he said, why can't I do it now? And so that's what he set out to do. And he actually, how he wrote his first book, he pulled out his phone and he started taking notes and writing on the notepad there. And just that's how he started writing his first book. And so, that is exactly what he did. And, he has a very unique sense of awareness. He said that there's 1,000 people out there who may read this article, and he said 2 of them are going to die in the next 6 months. So why are you going to wait? Now is the time. You have to do it, or you'll end up on your deathbed with a lot of regrets. And he said some people are so afraid of the pain, but what hurts more is the pain of hard work or the pain of regret. So that's the question he asked. What hurts more, the pain of hard work or the pain of regret? So side hustlers out there, ask yourself that question. Here's he's 15 years old now, but here's a 15-year-old giving us some good advice. Sorry, I got a visitor here. So the interview goes on that they're asking him some more questions, and he said they ask him, why are you doing what you're doing? And he said basically one word, and he goes, I have it over my bed. And this is a word that many side hustlers, entrepreneurs say a lot. And he goes, it's freedom. So he writes the word over his bed. It's called freedom. He goes, I've been to over 50 mission trips in America, and I've seen the bad stuff. Kids who literally want to eat a soggy hot dog bun because they can't. They have no food. He's seen people who aren't free. And I want to give every kid, every single adult a chance to become free. He goes, that's the first thing. He said, the second thing is freedom for myself. I don't want to be 20 years old and looking for a job. Wow, that's crazy. I want to be 20 years old and providing jobs. Now that is very amazing. My goal is to be a billionaire by the age of 30. I want to be able to pull out a $10,000 check and give it to a single mom without ever having to worry about myself. Okay, so this is something he was talking to the interviewer. So he's he's made over six figures right now. They say that in 2 years, by the time he's 16, he's going to be a millionaire. And now he wrote a book, and he's trying to help other younger kids, and to think, not about their age, but what they can do now, because you don't have to wait till you get older, because 20 years old, my goodness, is like old. Anyways, Caleb Maddix has shared the stage with Gary Vaynerchuk. It's really, and some big titans in the industry. He's being asked to speak, give motivational type of talks, and he's living the life at a very young age. But he put in the hard work. He was not afraid to go out there and be courageous. So kudos to Caleb Maddix. I will let you know that he has written a book right now. It's Keys to Success, Keys to Success for Kids 2.0, and he said that right now, if you he has this deal going on that you'll get a daily text. You may get, if you win the monthly drawing, you may get 5 people may get one-on-one coaching with him. And so he and it also, so you get these daily video text, and then he sort of goes into the accountability, and it's a daily accountability program. He's going to give whoever signs up to his program, going to give them one book a month that he's going to ship to them. And he says you can't find him on Amazon, because I'm going to write one book a month, and I'm the author, and I'm going to send it to you directly. So he's having a lot of parents signing up their kids so they can get this, and he's very inspirational to kids his age, younger, and even adults. So this guy's just taken off. And age, when we get older and we say, hey, age is but a number, I mean, he's just flipped that on its head and said, hey, age is but a number for him too. So he's doing things that are years beyond him from what we consider, in maturity and capability. He just, doesn't know that, he can't do those things. He just has no fear, and he's out there doing what he needs to do as he gets his hustle going on. And so he is going to school, he has to do homework, this is his side hustle, but at right now making 6 figures, and he doesn't want to work for anybody, and he wants to provide jobs. I would consider this a main hustle, because he's doing quite well for himself. So I do want to encourage you guys to look him up. His name is Caleb Maddix, Maddix, and he has a a website that's called it's called maddoxbookclub.com, and that's where he's having people sign up for his book club, and he's doing some great things there. Uh, so anyways, I just wanted to share that story. Very inspirational. There's a few articles on him that go way into more detail. I just wanted to share what was, what currently, a small piece of his story. Um, Anyways, I will. We're closing out right now, and here's what we have is that I did say we're going to talk about one tool, and for some of you side hustlers, and you're looking for a solution to put a form on your website, there's a company called Wufoo, WUFOO, and also Google has Google Forms, and so if you're considering trying to get a form and you need something that is cost effective for you as you start off your side hustle, those are some two good ones that you should consider checking into. It might help you out. All right, so again, as we close out tonight, make sure that you find your three entrepreneurs or side hustlers, and do give them a word of encouragement. Tell them you're there to support them, and then more importantly, ask them, how can I support you? Ask them the question that way, because you may be surprised that how you can support them is not that difficult. But I do want you to give them a word of encouragement that goes a long ways. Okay, remember, small businesses is the biggest employer here in the United States. Nobody can come close to them. All right. The other thing too is that hey, if you're interested in learning more about a side hustle that I'm involved with, that I'm having, that I'm enjoying very much, and you're looking for a side hustle, why don't you private message me, reach out to me, and I'd be more than happy to talk about it with you. And hey, maybe it's something that you're interested in. So remember that to go out there and keep on hustling, and remember, you too deserve to be free. Peace. God bless. Okay. Stop.